Jumping from 60 to 75 viewers is the most exciting time for a streamer because everyone knows that's when you're about to hit your path to partnership achievement. This is a really fun time for that reason. It's the easiest level for that reason. There are a lot of people on Twitch who will specifically only watch streamers between 60 and 75 viewers because they want to see how the creator is hyping up their community. The difference between 62 concurrent viewers and 75 isn't necessarily in changing the content, it's more in making people know that you're serious. This is the time when you should be getting your community excited about your next goal, and you should be trying to hype them up. Now, of course, we need to do this in a way that still expresses that you care about the people that are hanging out in your channel. Because a huge problem here is that when you know you're about to hit partner, it can be a really stressful time. You start to focus on your numbers a lot. For example, whenever I was really close, I started looking at my viewer averages after every single stream, and I would get upset if they were lower than my current average. If they were higher, I was really excited, and it added on a lot of additional stress that was just unnecessary. So if you're in this level and you're checking your numbers a lot, just take a deep breath, relax. It's okay. Now, it's totally normal, and I think it's actually a good thing to know what your numbers look like, and to be checking them is really smart. But don't let any negativity affect your cast the next day, because the last thing that you want to do is start to focus on the numbers so much that you lose sight of the community. A common struggle here is that you start to feel so stressed out about the numbers that you feel pressured to forcing partnership to happen. And so a lot of people do a push for partner, which is when a streamer titles their streams, they talk about it in their tweets, they talk about it all over Discord, and they say that they are pushing for partner. Now, the problem with this, and the very unfortunate issue, is that you start to lose sight of that community, and people can start to feel like they're just a number to you whenever they come into a space that says partner push. This is one of the many reasons why pushing for partner can be problematic. Aside from your viewers getting frustrated and just feeling like a number, you could also train them to only be excited about one goal. And so the problem with this is that they get really, really hyped up to help you achieve partner, but then after that goal has been achieved, they have no motivation to stay in the channel anymore. And whenever you do this, you can actually become one of the many people who gets partnered and then starts to lose their viewership and go the opposite direction. Now, this is actually really common, and this happens because you don't have a plan and a strategy for hitting partner. You don't have a growth strategy for afterwards. You don't want to get caught without a growth strategy, because in reality, partnership doesn't really open up that many doors for you. It can, however, push you further into a room through a door that you've already opened up for yourself. The jump from 60 to 75 is pretty easy. Most people get away with just doing what they've already been doing to grow themselves to 60. It's just a matter of time usually before you hit 75. Of course, you want to be networking and running with collaborations as much as you can. They can be incredibly helpful. But more than anything else, you need to be focusing on what is going to happen once I actually hit the path to partner achievement. There are 5 questions that can really be helpful for you whenever you hit about 60 average viewers. Your first question you should ask yourself is, what am I going to do immediately when I hit my path to partnership achievement? Then, what am I going to do while I am waiting for a response? How am I going to keep my community involved? What am I going to do immediately upon hitting partner? And what is my post-partner growth plan? Now, using myself for an example, I knew that right whenever I hit my path to partner achievement, I wanted to apply. And then I was going to immediately, after sending that application off, start working on the things that would happen right the second I was accepted. While we were waiting for for a response, we kept the community involved by telling people that we had a partnership application already in, and by telling them what we plan to do whenever we immediately hit partner. So we talked about things like a stream team and charity events and bringing other forms of content to the stream that had never been seen on the stream before. Immediately on hitting partner, I knew that right whenever I was sent that acceptance email, I wanted to have new graphics, new intros, new everything. I wanted very visually engaging stream, and I wanted to keep doing all of the things I had been doing already with the Stream Coach podcast and the Just Chatting Stream Coach Q&A. Now, unfortunately, we got our partnership response really quickly, so I wasn't able to immediately implement those ideas. Those are still things that we're working on right now, but it is really good to have a plan, so that way whenever you get your acceptance, you can immediately start to change up the things that partnership gives you the opportunity to change. My post-partner growth strategy was always in effect as well. A big part of that comes from the Stream Coach podcast, where I interview successful Twitch partners and industry professionals. And this is a great collaborative effort. It brings a lot of people into the stream to hang out. It brings a lot of new communities over to hang out with the Yam fam. And then we also have this YouTube channel. So the podcast and the YouTube are basically little business cards that are always out there working for me and always bringing new people into the stream. So I know that we're going to see consistent growth, even if the streams maybe aren't as massive as normal. Hitting partner is a whirlwind, so try to make sure you have as much planned out as you can before you get your response. And you can really do this either way. Whenever it comes to growing from 60 to 75 average, this is an opportunity for a lot of people to take their streams more seriously, and so some of you will want to really kick it up a notch and get yourself going and grow more momentum for yourself. Some of you will want to just relax and let partner happen whenever it happens and not force it and not pressure yourself to do anything. You can choose either path. I personally chose the first one, but it's really up to you. Now, hitting partner is awesome, but maintaining that growth afterwards can be incredibly difficult. So in the next video, we're going to talk about how you can keep growing even after hitting partner and not just losing all of your viewership. I'll see you all in that one. Bye!